they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield, and instead the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by Gray. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sacramento with the football here as we get set to begin quarter 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Well, he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards for number 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Bolden. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Niners had 0-1 in the year following the loss loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Tua going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Here's Bolden. And he'll be out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run it. This is Bolden. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run again with Bolden. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
That's complete left side to Gray. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Escaping the pressure. And that is hauled in by Bolden for a Niner touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 3rd down gain of 10 to pick up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Again, it's Young. Setting up the screen for Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on first down. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, Young. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That throw by Young incomplete.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Young with it, third and goal. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. To the end zone. Pick 6 for the 49er D's. They score the touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Completes it to Hardman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First play's a run with Nwangu. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Looking to pass. Tua eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They run with Bolden. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the gun, it's Tua. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. That's taken in by Duvernay. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And Young's throw there incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Young. Flushed out right. Well, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide open receiver.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but It's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Here's Tua. And this pass caught by Gray. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this one too low.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Tua to throw again. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
In motion goes the tight end. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the 49ers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
In motion is Gray. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Well, sir. Types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Cook following the penalty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Second down, Young. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Bolden. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young flush to his right. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Young. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's man. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Young here, you can see, changing the play. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Young. He'll dump this off to Cook.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Our 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. This is 4th down. Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, he's going to take this right to the line to gain. Awfully close. But they'll say that he did get the 6 yards he needed. Didn't get much more than that, but it works all the same. 1st down. Young to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow!
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Tua. On the handoff, they start with Bolden. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Throwing Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here's Tua. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Tua. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in